Alrighty then, people have asked for me to make a new Airsoft Collection video, and you know what, I felt like it was time. It's been a year, I've got some new guns, all that good stuff. Well, as you can see, we've completely changed locations from the first time. This time we're at basement, so some of you can get it, others, they're still questioning themselves. But you know, I took some time to set this up. It took about 40 minutes to set everything up down here, which I'll show you momentarily. It's really, so people always say in the first Airsoft Collection video that I made, wow, I was panting so much and it was hard to breathe, because basically I made it during the summer. It was 80 degrees in my house, and I was moving around guns rather quickly, trying to get done as fast as possible because I don't want to wake anyone up, and I don't want people to interrupt my video. So just before we start this, just to friendly remark, don't put any negative comments in the comment section. I don't really like things that do that. That means no like, oh, you're rich and stuff like that. None of those comments whatsoever. This is my hobby. If you were really into a hobby, like some people that just collect Legos, in fact, they spend just as much money on shit. They spend the money to improve their collection. I'm just improving a collection, as well as fueling a sport that I love. And let's get started. First, we're going to start with my pistols. And as you can see, here's all the pistols that I have. I started out with just two, basically, which was the Glock 17 and the Desert Eagle. But now I've got a little more than that. I've got about 5 pistols, and I, of course, put the grenade launcher there, the 203. This is by Echo One, by the way, and it's actually really well made, 203. And for like $60 or whatever it was, it's pretty good. Now, I'm not going to go through saying prices, FPS, and all that good stuff, because there's just no time. This could go on for 20 minutes plus if I name every little detail about these guns. If you want to know anything else about my guns, just please send me a PM, and I'll, give the proper answer to your question. Alright, then let's start off. As I said here, this is an Echo One M203. As you can see, it's olive drab. The barrel is actually metal. Good, all stuff like that. I just thought some people should know about that, because usually they put plastic, but on the higher quality ones, such as this one, it is metal. Then we come here to the SOCOM Gear M9A1 SOF, and it's the tan model, of course. Amazing gun, by the way. And for people that don't know, this gun has no hop-up. It's a fixed hop-up, but it still works really great. Then we have the KGW M1919. What am I talking about? Sorry, guys, it's 4 in the morning. Yeah, I try to make this video so that everyone's asleep and I don't get interrupted as easily. And then I have to start all over again. By the way, this is M1911, U.S. Army Colt. Really high-made quality. It does have Colt trades on it, which is really nice. And it is full metal. Then we come down here to the CYMA Glock 18C. It is a AEP, as you can see. The battery goes in the slide, all that good stuff. Then we have the Toki Murray, and this is the Glock 17. And it has all real trades and all that good stuff. One of Evike's pros. And as well, the Desert Eagle by Toki Murray. Of course, this is hard kick model, and this airsoft gun probably has one of the highest kick. It actually feels pretty decent for an airsoft gun. So, yeah. Now I move to the pool table, and I arrange these guns accordingly. So, let's get to it. Right here we have the Wii MP7A1, or the R5, the Well R5. So yeah, and that gun is an AP as well. It's an AP because it uses a 7.2 volt battery. It's kind of a pain, but whatever. Then we move over to the WeTech PDW, and this is the short version, and of course it is tan. with the AFG and a GMP hollow sight. Then we have the G36C, which is the G36 Compact. I don't want to see any bullshit about G36E or K in the bottom. It just kind of pains me to see people like that putting stupid comments in the comment bar without thinking. This is a G36 Compact. And just because it has this carrying handle thing, it doesn't mean shit. These carrying handle scopes can be put on any model of the gun, including Airsoft. So it is legit and this is Echo 1. Besides from my momentary rage, this is the Echo 1 model. I do not recommend you get the JG model. The Echo 1 is built much better. Then we have the Tokimori P90 TR. TR being tri-rail, that is, it has 3 rails on the gun. This gun is AEG as well as the Echo 1. This has a suppressor that does have foam inside of it, and with the gearbox being as smooth as most Tokimoris are, it has a very low sound. If you're shooting in, the range on the gun's magnificent, as for a very small gun. The barrel starts from about here, and then it goes to about here. So it's a pretty decent barrel for being such a small gun. That is because it is the bullpup design. Then as we have here is little here's the Classic Army, and this is the X series, and this is the M16 E2, and that's the Vietnam air gun. And I have this stock CQBR JGM4 CQBR stock on here because it's actually really comfortable and it's easier to line with my cheek to the sights. And then we have both these guns are JGM4s. The reason why this one has no flash hider, and the fact that the flash hider is stripped, the threads on it is stripped, is because I'm going to take out the barrel, get a new one, make it a new project gun, since the gears in this thing kind of suck. And of course, King Arm stock Magpul MOA grip, and a Classic Army quick detach grip, forward handguard. And then here we just got a UTG butt pad, 5.52, 5.53 actually, Quicksilver mock suppressor, a Element grip, and a G&G thermal magazine. And then we have my custom M4 CQB, and it basically is all Magpul except for the GMP stock, the Bravo red dot sight, and actually that's Magpul as well. I'm going to get rid of this. This thing's heavy as hell. It's basically a solid block of aluminum, and I have no need for it. So, yeah, this thing's amazing, by the way. And the base model for this gun is a JG CQBR advanced version. Now let's move over to big boys. Here we're going to start here in this little island area. Of course, we have my Systema. And yes, this thing was $1,500. It was expensive, but I paid more than half. Of course, I had to have a little incentive. I use this as an incentive to get good grades, and it was rewarded. I am not selling this. There's no way I'll ever sell this. This is the best airsoft gun on the market you can possibly buy. I'm pretty sure people that own them can say so. It has the gear. It's just the technology in this gun compared to any other one is just completely. You can't compare it. And then the G&G F2000 Hunter, and it is the short-barreled version, and you can see it has this the scope. It does have the built-in scope, but basically this is just the cover. I like how G&G did it. They didn't have to make the scope completely integrated into the gun. You can take this off. There is a rail on here. If you wanted to put a hollow sight on there or a red dot sight, you can. And I really like the fact that they did that. And then I have a Surefire quick detach suppressor. This thing's amazing. I suspect anyone should buy one of these. It is a mock suppressor. but it's very, very well made. Then we have the SRC XM8. Now, if you're playing really rough, just to throw some info at you guys, this gun is not the type of gun that you want to be playing rough with. Reason B is, you can tell just by the shimmering of the plastic. It's not as high quality as most guns out there. The reason why I bought it is because the XM8 design looks amazing, and I do not have the scope for it. I took it off because it just sucks. So I'm going to get a 5.51, fit it on there, and it will look amazing. Now back to what I was talking about. The plastic is very, very, very thin. Now, even though it is, a polymer, it's not good quality. The grip, it's creaky, The good thing is, the internals are at least rugged, but the externals are not. If you dropped it on hard concrete or wood, it'd probably break. If I throw my classic army or I drop my classic army from the same height, it probably would be fine, except just the body being scratched up and stuff. This thing, I'm pretty sure the body would crack and break whatever's inside. Another thing is you cannot remove the stock all the way. If you take the stock out, it's really wobbly and it gets really annoying. And, that's just at least my observation for it. But other than that, the gun's unique, and that's why I like it. Then we have this is the Cyma? Yeah. This is the Cyma Thompson M1A1. It does have fake wood. I'm going to be buying a wood kit for it so it looks more realistic, because I do not like looks like a fiberglass handle. It's really weird. Yeah. But they did do a semi-decent job on the fake wood for the plastic. Then we have the Echo 1. This is their first SCAR that Echo 1 put out. This is their ACS, I think it was called, or ACS, yeah, something like that. But this is basically a SCAR light. That's what it is. And when it came with the shortened barrel, but it also had a barrel extension, so it could be turned to a SCAR light or whatever. But I have the G&G quick detach suppressor on here. Really lightweight, really nice. With this thing, I recommend you getting a LiPo battery. I am against them, but the thing is, you can only fit a mini 8.4 in this stock, and I believe, and it'd be better if you just get more out of your gun. So you could probably easily get a LiPo that will fit in there and give you twice the power of a 9.6. Here we have the G&G M14 SOCOM with an NC Star scope on it, illuminated crosshair scope, what do you want to call it, and a GMP low profile scope mount. This gun, amazing. Probably the Tokimori's M14 were known to be the most accurate AEGs out there. The G&G M14s the AEGs just can probably be on par with the Tokimori M14. It's pretty good, really great trigger response, rate of fire, all that good stuff. Classic Army M16A1, or this is the Vietnam version. It has the tulip style flash hider, and it has, short magazine, integrated carrying handles, sights, and this is the X series as well. So this is the newer model, not the older one. And then we have the Classic Army M16A4, first high quality AEG I got, and this is the original. This is the original model that they have. The only downside to it probably is the hop-up barrel and the metal body. It's wobbly, but still a good gun. Then we got the D-Boys SPR. Actually, no, this is the D-Boys Mod 0. And it's got the free flow handguard. I've got a GMP Zombie Killer tan suppressor on there. And it's got an ergonomic grip. It's pretty nice. And Yeah, I need to do a lot of stuff with this. Same thing as the Classic Army, and it has bad hop up and bad barrel. Once you fix that, it's pretty much pretty good. Then we got the JG HK416 with a, I forget which was, this is probably a GMP or something like that, I don't know. Well, anyways, it's got a bipod handguard, forward assist, not forward assist, what am I talking about? It's got this bipod, basically, well, that's exactly what it is, it's bipod. It's a handguard hang it with me, people. You know what it is. What you see is what you get. High quality, forward grip that can be turned into a bipod. Very high quality. And it's definitely, yeah. And then I have the Toki Murray suppressor on there, MK23 suppressor, that I got with an extra one with my P90, works really well. And a AMP red dot scope, that's just what it is. And here we have the TSD L96, and this thing is off safety, that's crazy. And it's got a scope on there, generic scope. Custom camouflage, pretty awesome. This is basically an upgraded well or UTG, so I recommend you get a TSD instead of the UTG or well. L96 sniper rifles, it's definitely lasted a lot longer without maintenance than probably some of the other ones have. So, just my personal opinion though. And we have the L85A2. And this is by G&G. And I don't recommend this gun unless you actually want it. It is rather expensive. The battery compartment is a pain in the ass, and you can't fit, and it doesn't have a Picatinny rail. It has a, basically this, it's just basically a slide on there, which only you can use the G&G SUSAT, which I do recommend getting for this gun if you have it, because the G&G SUSAT's very well made, but just don't drop it. It'll break, as mine did. And of course, polymer, metal, all that good stuff. Bolt catch, really high quality made gun, and I have a battery in there still. This thing's probably dead. Yeah, by the way, Airsoft GI made a special battery for it, so you could get 8.4 large in there, but it's pretty expensive for the custom battery. So if you do get it, LiPo it up. That's all I can really tell you. And another thing, the trigger response on this thing's absolutely horrible. You don't want to take it out of full auto. If you do, it takes a while to pull the trigger. And the response is just not what you're looking for, as well as the problem with the fuses blowing out easily on this gun. Yeah. But other than that, if you like to deal with all that crap, and once you get it fixed up, you're going to be putting a lot of money. By the time you fix this gun up, and I'm just kind of rambling on here, it's going to be a $600 gun, nonetheless. And of course, finally, the Toki Murray PSG-1. This thing is amazing. If you ever have a chance to get your hands on one, I recommend you do, but they are not cheap. I put a custom camouflage paint job on there. I liked it. I like it better now than it was when I first got it. The black was okay for a while, but the plastic was very shiny, and I could only deal with so much of that. So I painted it, and it looks great. Of course, really expensive, hard to find because they are rare. And that is my updated Airsoft collection. We get some Marine Corps stickers as well. So that's it. Please rate my video, like it, Subscribe to my channel if you want to see upcoming airsoft videos and reviews. As you can tell, I have quite a few new guns to review and play around with, and I'm going to hopefully be getting a gun cam so that I can make point of view gameplay type things, which are always really fun. So yeah, thank you for watching to the end of this, for the few that actually have, as this is a very long video, and I commend you for that. But I have quite a few guns, as most can see. Yeah, bye.